Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're on this time. That's an old one. Alrighty. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. Okay. Welcome to my second ever stream. Hello there, Cayenne. This is a little confusing right now because I've been trying to set this thing up. How do you call it? Restream.io. So I'm currently streaming both to YouTube and Twitch. But I don't really know what am I doing, honestly, so bear with me because there will be a lot of technical issues. Some of you keen people probably noticed that I went online before that and I kind of stopped the stream halfway. But yeah, let's see if this is going. I see that I'm getting comments. I see a lot of comments from YouTube, like I see Cayenne says, hello, hi there, it's party time with Kay, said yay, and Shaunet Grover said, we won fun with Akatsuki, don't we all? Yeah, I wanted to. Cayenne is also saying that's okay. Is anybody watching on Twitch though? No idea. That's not me. I think Twitch is live, but is there anybody who currently watches on Twitch? Can you put in some comment in the chat? Excuse me, it's at Akatsuki. Maybe we can work something out with that Akatsuki as well. Am I the person who made fun of Akatsuki? Yeah, that's me. That's OmniStrife. You probably thought that I'm dead. Some of you still consider me dead, but yeah, that's me. A little older now. It's been what, about almost 10 years, right? But this is OmniStrife, the person behind Fun Akatsuki, obviously, the guy behind Blind Itachi and Toby. And if you don't believe me, you should, because I'm the good boy, right? Yeah. So this is actually my second stream, and to those of you who don't know, I've recently uploaded the latest stream from Twitch yesterday, and it's on my channel right now. And I was just playing some Overwatch there, and I talked a little bit about what I'm planning to do with my channels from now on. So I can basically do a lot of things. Fun Akatsuki will be one of them, and honestly, now that we have the live streaming feature, it will help you to actually be a part of the process as well. So instead of you waiting for years and years and years and slowly dying before a new chapter comes out, you can actually have a look at part of the process itself and like follow me as I draw the frames, and you can talk to me and ask me a bunch of stuff. So we'll do that. We'll draw some cartoons, obviously, because everybody wants foi, right? And maybe some other stuff as well. And we can also play some games, play the guitar, do a bunch of different stuff. So what I wanted to do today, I wanted to do something like a throwback to the old days, the olden days, and go over Fun Akatsuki episodes and give you a little bit of a developer commentary on each and every chapter as we go along. So that could be interesting, because I was planning to do that in a while. But yeah, that's what we'll do. So welcome back. I hope you enjoy this. Let's start. So let's get out like technical stuff out of the way so everybody can see properly, right? Everybody can hear me well. Is the music not too loud? What the hell is that? Hey, I want a Naruto soundtrack. Naruto soundtrack. What the hell is this? Maybe it is from, maybe it's from Shippuden or Boruto. I don't know. Let's put in some more chillaxed music up in here. Yeah, so we can hear each other better. Wait, can Omni see YouTube comments or just Twitch? Well, that's the magic of internet. I can actually see both. So I'm using this website that's called Restream.io, and this basically allows me to stream simultaneously both to Twitch and YouTube. And I wasn't really sure what I should do, because obviously Twitch is more for gaming, and while I do want to do some gaming on this channel as well, I wanted to connect, you know, to you guys, to my old fan base. Right now, most of you are probably hitting your 30s like I am, right? Or maybe some of you joined a little bit later. But yeah, I want to do a little bit of both. So most of my community obviously is on YouTube. So hopefully this works and I can do like a little bit of both. And yeah, let's so anybody who joined right now, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to do some how should I call it, director's commentary about the old Fun with Akatsuki episodes and how that came to be. So Fun with Akatsuki got incepted on the Naruto fan forums, actually, when Naruto was very, very popular before it came to the US, and we used to watch like sub videos, and I came to learn about Naruto when I was I think 14 or 15, which makes me like half as almost as well, yeah, half as old as I am today, because I'm approaching my 30th year. And I really liked it. I went online and I started like talking in the forums and all that, and I've been into just one forum before that. It was the adventchildren.net website, where people used to talk about Final Fantasy VII and Advent Children. So this was like the first community that I was ever a part of. Hence my name, OmniStrife. It comes from OmniSlash and the Strife and Cloud Strife. And yeah, I thought, well, Naruto is cool, I can talk about that as well. And there I started like drawing comics and doing jokes and all that. So I kind of made the Blind Itachi fan club, because there was this part about Itachi losing his eyesight. So I decided to make it a little bit of a joke from it, and people really, really liked it. So it kind of blew up there. So I made this little GIF for the fan club where I had Itachi kind of, you know, the part where Sasuke encounters Itachi for the first time, where he runs at him with this Chidori like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you, and then just Itachi grabs him nonchalantly and like breaks his wrist. So that was a really cool scene, and I kind of put a twist to it, and I said like, well, if Itachi is blind, he can probably grab Sasuke by his throat on mistake, and he kind of breaks his neck. So it was probably my first ever cartoon, Naruto-based cartoon. It was a GIF picture, and yeah, I thought, well, I can do them longer. I can add some story to it, right? So it'll be like kind of a comics, and yeah. So let me have a look. I think I found the GIFs. These are basically the original GIFs. So that's what it was. You see Fun with Akatsuki, episode 1, OmniStrife, and this is how they came to be. And they were without any voices, without any music. It was pretty like bare bones, right? But people liked them because they were kind of funny at the time. I don't know if they stood the test of time, probably not. I'm gonna watch them with you guys, and it'll probably be a little bit of cringy, and you'll be like, what? How come I love that? It's kind of stupid, it's not really funny anymore. But hey, we can't judge, like, we can judge our adolescent selves, right? And yeah, this is how it was. There were basically these GIFs. There's Fun with Akatsuki episode 2, You Lack Hatred, and there's also Fun with Akatsuki episode 3. So I made, I think, up to the 8th episode, and this was around 2006, and YouTube was kind of getting big. Obviously not as popular as it is today, but us internet nerds kind of heard about it right around 2006, and I thought, wow, this could be cool. This community is growing and all that, and I can probably dub these GIFs and add some music, and people will like them, because at the time they were really already pretty popular on the interwebs, and I saw them being posted on other Naruto forums, right? Because I was posting them originally on Naruto Fan, and I kind of saw them already popping up in other places. So I thought, yeah, that can be really cool. So I went on YouTube around 2006. I was really close to starting my military service at the time. I was getting close to being 17, 18-ish at the time. And yeah, I've uploaded them to YouTube, added my voice there, because I really enjoyed dubbing. Even before doing Fun with Akatsuki, I used to like dub video games and all that. So yeah, you guys really liked that, and it kind of became popular, right? So yeah, the rest is history. And then it went bananas. Basically, I got like over 1 million views for the most popular episodes, and I kind of went into the YouTube partnership program when it was really young, and I was one of the first partners in Israel. And then I got drafted to the military, and then I started doing my university, and kind of, you know, real life got in the way, and unfortunately I kind of never put out as much content as I could. Say my name, OmniStrife. I would if I could. Minosegi Musorok. Is that what it is? Sai. Alright, so yeah, I'll read more comments in the chat later, so it'll be less of me just blabbering on about. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys more actively a little bit later. I just want to preface what I'm doing here. So back to what I was talking about. My YouTube channel kind of lost its steam because real life got in the way, and a lot of shit had happened from there. Where what, like, I'm turning 30 this summer. I got 2 degrees. I obviously finished my military stuff. I have a new cat. I have a new wife. I'm actually married. Don't tell anyone, right? Especially the rabbit fangirls out there. I'm kidding. But yeah. So, and right now I'm streaming out of my home in Vancouver, BC in Canada. Omni, what kind of degrees did you get? I got like my BA in instructional design, so I'm basically a trainer of sorts, but I also develop training for companies, clients, and whatnot. My job is basically to make everything that's complex simple, and I like that job because it kind of allows me to be creative. I get to design a lot of stuff. It's kind of a collection of computer science, training, and visual design, so I get to create a bunch of stuff. And I worked in that for like almost 10 years, and now more recently I got my MBA here in Canada, and that's where I live now, and here I work, and here I stand. Yeah, thanks for the congrats and all that. And that's it. Now that I've kind of settled down and these amazing platforms are out, I kind of thought to myself, with a lot of encouragements from my lovely wife, obviously, she said to me, hey, why are you not doing this stuff, right? Because people want to see you, people want to see more Fun with Akatsuki, and people want to see, hear from you more, because I've been trying to keep in touch with you guys, either from, you know, the Facebook channel, and sometimes from YouTube. And there are so many cool platforms out there today, like Twitch, for example, or YouTube Gaming, where I can connect with you guys while I do the work, right? While I draw these cartoons. So I can either play games, I can either draw Fun with Akatsuki and all that. And yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. I think it's pretty cool. Obviously, I'm not in my prime right now, so while we did get like millions of views on our videos at the time, yesterday I had my first stream and I got like 6 viewers, which was really cool, and I was really flattered and humbled maybe, because I used to take it for granted when I was a kid, right? I had like tens of thousands of subscribers and rabid fans, and I kind of took it for granted maybe at the time. So yeah, I thought to myself, I still want to draw, I still want to play video games. I can do all of that while I'm sharing everything with you guys. Nyan Canterly, oh nice, I live in Washington State, let's meet up. Haha, just kidding. Are you though? I don't know. So yeah, as you know, I'm in Vancouver right now in Canada. I love it very much. And yeah, let's get back to what did I want to do. So obviously there were these GIFs, right? And then we went to YouTube. So what I wanted to do is basically go over Fun of Akatsuki together with you. Now I'll give you a little bit of a behind the scenes commentary about what I wanted to actually do with some of the episodes, and if sometimes I you know, some parts that I didn't include that I wanted to. So let's get right into it. Is this too loud, or you can hear it well? Is it okay? So yeah, Fun of Akatsuki 01, the noob. Notice the edgy spelling of the episode with a double O's. Oh my goodness, here we go with the cringe. So this episode came out in April 13, 2006. Holy hell. That's over, wow, that's over 12 years ago now. That's a lot of time. We're getting freaking old. So yeah, there's this annoying overlay over it that says, watch the 2014 HD remake. We're not going to do that. We'll probably get to the remake too and what I want to do with that. And yeah, so Zetsu-san, please let me join Akatsuki. I started basically doing Fun of Akatsuki because there was this dude, right? Toby. We didn't know he was Madara at the time, and he was very quirky, very funny, and I kind of liked that because we try to make something really funny out of a really serious show. Like Naruto had its really funny episodes and really funny characters, but Akatsuki was this like big evil organization, and there was nothing funny about them, which made it even funnier when we made fun of them. And here comes along this dude with a spirally mask. And notice how his mask is gray in here, because in 2006 or whenever we launched the episode, I say we like it was like a big team, but it was just only me. What I mean is, in 2006, nobody knew what color Toby's mask was. Nobody knew it was orange because we just saw it in black and white, right, in the manga. So that's why he's actually gray masked. And we had to guess some of the colors of the characters unless they appeared on the volume covers. So yeah, he's gray. So he says like, Zetsu-san, please let me join Akatsuki. And I don't know if I can pull that voice off because it's kind of high pitch. I was like a teenager back then, but I think I can.
Zetsu-san, please let me join Akatsuki.
Yeah, so
it's not that easy.
Basically, I've added the Naruto soundtrack over it. It kind of got me into trouble when I went into the YouTube partnership program, because when I put them up, I never thought about how I can make money out of them like everybody today does. Like, oh, I want to go on YouTube and make money. No, it was part of a hobby. I just wanted like to make people laugh, enjoy them, right? So I put a bunch of content on the videos which was copyright protected, right? I had the characters themselves, I had the music and all that, so I kind of got into trouble from that, and I had at one point, my channel was kind of shut down for a while, and thankfully I got it back, so...
Oh, but I found a ring I found.
Yeah, I found the ring I found.
Well, Toby isn't.
This is kind of an example of what I was doing. So this scene is really, it closely follows what happened in the manga when they came to eat. Who did they come to eat? Somebody died. Was it Kisame's clone? I don't know. So if anybody knows who they came to eat, like Zetsu used to come in and eat corpses, right? like to get rid of evidence. So they came to they went out looking for a ring. Oh, I think it was Sasori's ring. Yeah, Sasori died. Like, he got his ass kicked by Sakura and Chiyo. And they came to eat his corpse, whatever that thing that was in his chest. So they were looking for the ring, because at the time I didn't know what the rings were for. People were speculating that they were kind of important. So they came to find his ring, and I kind of continued from that part. So I was drawing these GIFs as the manga came out. So this was probably at the time that they were they kicked Sasori's ass.
Boy. Okay, I guess we'll
ask the leader. Yeah, the leader is a big part of Naruto fanbase speculation. Nobody knew who the leader was, so...
Then she says we don't sell nail
Oh,
buckets.
not just the leader. So this guy... oh, yeah, I see some commentary that I've added using the crazy feature of annotations. So, whenever they show the Akatsuki for the first times in the manga, yeah, they didn't show their faces, so we could only speculate. In one of these, like, Akatsuki silhouettes, he was way bigger than the rest of them. So the fan base kind of referred to him as the Akatsuki giant. So this is this guy here. As time went by, it got revealed that it was Kakuzu, actually, who was never as tall as he was for the first time when we didn't know who he was. He was still, like, kind of taller than everybody else in Akatsuki, but he was never really as big as he was first revealed to be, right? So, yeah, so this is this Akatsuki giant, and we have the leader here. This is like a red-haired Akatsuki guy. Also, like, a generic person, because it was tough at the time. I had to work with, like, we had only, like, 4 or 5 Akatsuki members revealed to us, so I had to, like, to make stuff as I went along. Hooligans, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so this red-haired guy couldn't be Sasori, because we already see Deidara in this episode, so he can't be Sasori. It's just another generic Akatsuki member, placeholder dude, I guess.
Hey, has anyone seen an arm?
Yeah, very basic drawings, obviously.
No more self-pleasure with those mouths in your hands.
Yeah. So this made me feel a little bit stupid, since I was the only one who was making voices. I had to record myself, like, doing different laughs. So it was like, ha ha ha, and I had to put them all together, kind of mishmash. And yeah, amazing part of the creative process. So yeah, the tall guy, eventually we kind of got revealed that it was Kakuzu, but we never saw his face, but it was like this big hulking giant, so we kind of called him Akatsuki Giant. So this is the first reveal of Blind Itachi, and Blind Itachi kind of already was a thing before Fun with the Akatsuki ever came to be, or Fun with the Akatsuki, as I used to call them back in the time. But yeah, as I told you before, I made this character whose name was Blind Itachi, and he had these spectacles on, and we already made a lot of fun of him on Naruto Fan, and it kind of made sense to me, like, hey, if I can make jokes about Itachi, I can probably make jokes about the rest of the Akatsuki. Like, this guy on the left he's a fish, right? He's blue, it's funny. Zetsu is basically a plant, and then comes along, you know, Toby, who's really funny on his own, and the leader, well, we kind of tried to figure out who he was. So he had, like, a very similar silhouette to Naruto. So we thought, oh, maybe it's the fourth or some shit like that. And we tried to speculate who the characters were. So obviously we were pretty wrong about the Akatsuki leader being the fourth, but I did hit it pretty well on Toby being Obito, and we'll get there as well, because he had, like, just one eye revealed. So we thought, what other character lost his eye, right? And it was Obito, which turned out to be true, so I was really pleased with myself. Yeah, another recycled laugh. So you can notice that these drawings are really basic. I only used to draw them in Paint, like the Microsoft Paint, and I put them together in Adobe Bridge, I think. Like there was Photoshop and there was Bridge, and you could create like GIFs with just putting these different frames together. And when I wanted to put them on YouTube, I just what I did was I looked at this GIF, right? So these GIFs, and I just zoomed in on these GIFs, right? Because the GIFs are pretty small because I wanted to put them on signatures in the forums. So I had to keep them small and basic. People used to attach them to messages and all that. And when I kind of expanded and zoomed in on them, you can see the quality is really, really piece of shit. But that doesn't matter, right? That's part of the charm, how basic everything looks and sounds. But it was pretty funny. I tried to make a joke out of every possible frame. I didn't want it to be like serious in any way, and yeah.
Leader, it's me, Zetsu.
It's me, Zetsu. So another drawback that I had, while my vocal range is pretty like, you know, wide, from the first episodes you can hear that a lot of the characters have the same voice. They have this leader, it's me, Zetsu voice. So a lot of characters make the same voice. I could do like Itachi, who spoke kind of like this, very calm, very collected, and Toby, obviously, who spoke like this. But Zetsu, for example, and Kakuzu later, and Leader, they kind of had like the same voice, really, really similar. I just tried to like make their characters a little different and behave differently. Leader was really like pissed off all the time, obviously, because he had a bunch of like idiots working for him, and yeah.
Leader, Dobby here wants to join us.
What skills and attributes do you possess?
Dobby's a good boy.
Yeah, so as you can tell, like I also made like Leader's eyes red because we really didn't know what color his eyes were. So he's evil. He leads the Akatsuki, and yeah, let's make him red. Okay. Now he will tell me now. I possess only one thing, right? And
let me just put my possession on.
this is kind of
These are my
like a more intricate, more deep humor that was in Fun Akatsuki. Like most of Fun Akatsuki is like about like small gags and people falling and people doing weird stuff. But some of the jokes I tried to make it kind of like deeper with a more hidden meaning that would also like make people who talk about and speculate about Naruto and the manga go like, oh yeah, I remember us talking about how Toby could be Obito. So while it might have went over some people's heads, I didn't care about it because this was originally done for the like hardcore Naruto fans on Naruto fan on the forums, right? On the Naruto fan forums. So there were some intricate like jokes that you wouldn't get unless you really followed the manga and you speculated online with like other people. Yeah. And these look somewhat familiar part is also about like speculating or like insinuating that the leader might be the fourth. And yeah, to be continued. And we finished with the great Asian Kung Fu Generation song. I think it's still the best one. I think it's the best, like, this song gets so much nostalgia feels out of me, like the second opening for Naruto. It's great. Humi kumu the axero kakehiki, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, so this is episode 1. And Fun of the Akatsuki 2, You Lack Hatred, kind of follows this intricate, a deeper sense of humor, if you can actually call it that. Because you know, it's still fun Akatsuki. And oh yeah, another thing that got me into trouble is that song, right, by Asian Kung Fu Generation. It's not actually the Naruto soundtrack that gave me trouble. It was this song that I used in the credits, which is like only like 3 seconds or 4 seconds of that song, but I got hit with a copyright infringement. I think it was Sony at the time. They already had like the systems in place to listen to this song, and they kind of caught on that song from the episode. And they put like, and they muted some of my episodes, especially like the 5th episode, Auditions, which at the time had the most views, because it's like, I think it's still the most popular episode. This and the first one are the most popular episodes ever in Fun Akatsuki, the 5th one, the Auditions. So it muted this episode, and I was so fucking pissed. So part of the reason why I kind of stopped doing Fun Akatsuki is because I got frustrated with you know, the copyright infringement stuff. Well, you hear about it a lot, like from YouTubers today. They always like get angry at YouTube. So I got angry with YouTube before it was cool. So so I was part of the old crowd, and it really pissed me off and kind of took the wind out of my sails. I'm like, why the hell does it matter now? Why should I draw these episodes if someone can just come in and mute them? Because like Fun Akatsuki 5 is a great episode. It was like many people's like the favorite episode ever, and now it's muted, like, right? So I was really frustrated and almost depressed because they just muted it for some reason. I couldn't do a damn thing about it. Even when I could kind of claim that it's only a fan work, and they said, okay, you can actually have the sound on, I couldn't really fix it up until like 2 or 3 years ago, because these videos are so old that they're not really as, I don't know, it wasn't as easy to fix. So I kind of re-uploaded the episode again, because I thought to myself, well, they kind of allowed the rest of it to play, and they said that it's okay now and you can fix it, but I obviously could not fix it, so I just re-uploaded with audio on. And yeah, so people are still watching. We have 13 people on YouTube, and we have 3 people on Twitch. That's pretty interesting. So and I'll upload this video later as an archive as well. Yeah, back to what I was talking about. So there was a copyright infringement on the 5th episode, and I re-uploaded it later with audio. But like 2 or 3 years ago, it kind of got fixed on its own. So the original Fun Akatsuki 5 is working today, and we will see it later. Yeah, so back to you like hatred.
Today we're going to have a great show.
We're gonna fry some
Today
fish.
We're gonna fry some fish.
So this voice is another voice that I did a lot. It probably, I don't know, maybe some of you noticed that last time, but it's kind of Kisame's father, Kisame's dad, and Orochimaru's dad. He also uses that voice. Maybe for the remake, I will kind of make it as a joke. And I'll actually show the TV screen. I'll talk a little bit more about what I think to do with like what new videos I'll put up later. But yeah, so we had this cooking show, and Kisame is obviously freaked out because he's a fish. Yeah.
Now remove the intestines and spice the fish a little. You cook him for 2 hours and eat. Now when I think about it, he does.
So Zetsu thinks that he's pretty tasty, so he cooks him.
We need fire. Yeah. Itachi-san, come here for a sec.
Always making fun of poor Itachi and his Gokakyu no Jutsu.
We didn't remove the intestines.
All right, let's read some comments. I see some comments, and I'm neglecting you guys. Fun Akatsuki were so great. Naruto was my childhood. Oh yeah, I feel you. These were the good days, right? When we didn't have that responsibility and pressure. Just watched the anime all day. It was pretty fun. Ironically, the side that was crushed for a bit is where the hole in the mask is. You'd think that would be the other way around. That's a good point, actually, yeah. That's a good point, Cayenne. I'm still listening, but I'm not be able to respond. That's okay. I love your Toby and Itachi voice. Thanks, voices. It's amazing that you had to do everything all by yourself, the animation and the voices. Yeah, well, they are pretty basic. The Obito goggles. Yeah, dude, you're funny. It's not cringe. Well, it can be both funny and a little bit of cringe too, I think. Yeah, that's about how I sing it also. Yeah, I don't really know the lyrics, but I kind of know to sing them from hearing them for so often. Dude, yeah. The audition episode is my favorite. We have General NK. Oh shit, nostalgia trip. Yeah, it's true. It's like almost 15 years now. Hi, I'm Gabor from Gabor. How do you spell that? I'm sorry if I mispronounce names, right? I just want to say that I really enjoyed FWA. How should I say it? FWA? I would like to say thank you. You made my day so many times. Even though I was dealing with huge problems. Well, man, I'm glad. This made me so happy at the time to know that people like my stuff and make people happy. Yeah, it's cool. Poor blind Itachi, yeah. So did you check your Urban Dictionary? Not really. Can you put it in the chat again? I want to see that. I can do that right now. Your voices are so funny. I didn't know you voiced all the Akatsuki. Yeah, I did. I actually made a fun with Akatsuki English fan dub at the time. I don't know if I can find that video because I got like, again, copyright issues made me take down that video because I didn't want to lose my entire channel, right? Okay, just a second there. Urban Dictionary, top definition, OmniStrife. Okay, there's an error here. You should capitalize the S as well, but it's fine. OmniStrife is an animator that posted his works on YouTube. He's famous among his followers. Makes me sound like a cult leader. For making the parody series Fun with Akatsuki and Fun with Akatsuki X. Are they different shows though? Maybe. It's kind of like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, I guess. A made-up character that's a favorite is Crispy, Itachi's bunny rabbit, which is a big like point that I'm really proud of because I'm actually like bastardizing like characters that somebody else made up. But Crispy was totally like my idea, so I'm really happy that people liked him too. Said to only make his flashes with paint and a strawberry. What does that mean? Flashes made with paint and a strawberry. I don't even know, like, why would they say that? Any theories about that? Why is that strawberry? He's a very good animator. Debatable. He used his own voice for all the characters. Like, there are basically 5 voices on the show, and I did all of the voices. Yeah. Oh, sadly, oh, here we go. After going to war, OmniStrife passed away. Rest in peace. A moment of silence for OmniStrife. Wait. If I recall, I actually used Schindler's List theme. Yeah. So it's maybe the saddest song that I knew of at the time. And I put this thing on Fun Akatsuki video, and it was so sad, right? Omni is dead. And I didn't think at the time that so many people would actually take it seriously. Even though in the freaking episode I write like, no OmniStrifes were harmed during or like before or during the making of this episode or something like that. And people freaked out, and many people left, and it kind of bit me in the ass, I guess, right? And a lot of people still think I'm dead, which is half true because I kind of dropped the channel more after that. So, OmniStrife passed away, rest in peace. He's been featured in some other Naruto parody flashes. Oh, another point of pride for me. I kind of created this genre, right? Because I kind of was like the first one. So a lot of other people started doing what I do. Like I saw fun with Toby episodes, fun with Akatsuki. Like people started making their own stuff. And I never got angry with that. It was cool, pretty cool to me. I know a lot of people are very like, oh, don't do what I do, right? But I think like how do you say that? Imitation is the like highest form of flattery. So that's kind of like how I saw that. So I was pretty cool with other people like following my footsteps because I kind of stopped doing it, right? So though there was some disputes about whether he died or not, I'm quite sure he is. Maybe. We may never know. OmniStrife was an animator, creator of Fun with Akatsuki and Crispy. When I die, I can probably like ask them to put that on my gravestone, right? Like my biggest achievement in life. Fwa, Crispy, Naruto, Akatsuki, all these hashtags. Itachi, what else they put here? Tobi, Kisame, Hidankakuzu, Pain, Sasori Zatsu. Yeah, interesting. Thanks for showing me that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Back to the episode. You like hatred?
No biggie.
No biggie.
That's it.
Okay, this is maybe the highlight of the entire episode. This is like a first example of me like breaking the third, fourth, fifth wall. I don't know how you call it. But I kind of used the fact that both Sasuke's voice actor, the original Japanese voice actor, and Ishida Uryu, I think Ishida, yeah, that was his name, like the Quincy from, or Quincy, how they pronounced it in Japanese, from Bleach. And at the time, Bleach and Naruto were like the go-to animes on Naruto fan, the other communities. So I kind of used that, and I made a joke about it. So Deidara really likes anime. Obviously, he won't watch Naruto, which kind of came to be actually in Fun Akatsuki X, where they kind of... That's right, Fury Party. Yeah, she was kind of a part of that old school Naruto creators on YouTube, yeah. Still visit her page from time to time. A really cool person, and I really like the fan art and the videos she makes as well, so it's pretty cool. We should collaborate on something maybe. I don't know. So here he comes. He switches the channel obviously with his nose. God, when I think about 2006 and all the like bad, I don't know, like the world today is so changed. You can't really make fun of like disabled people and like kind of I don't know, like a lot of like Fun Akatsuki humor is not really PC by today's standards, because back then we didn't know what all that meant, right? We were kids. So yeah, making fun of a person who lost his arms was obviously so cool back at the time, but now seeing poor Deidara trying to like flip the channel with his nose and like making like armless jokes about it. Yeah, it was cool back then. I don't know about now. No, it's not Ino's dad, it's poor Deidara. So
The last
you can hear in the background it's like a Bleach soundtrack piece. So only from that we can actually understand that he's watching Bleach, and from the speech bubble, right? That's like that weird freaky captain who was fighting him. The last Quincy I saw was this old man, but you're special.
Old man, but you're special.
For the pride of the Quincy. I swear I will kill you.
So this guy, right? The same guy who dubbed Ishida is also the same person who makes oh man. I don't know. It's kind of hot in my ears, the headphones. Ooh. So anyway, Itachi hears that voice that his brother shares because it's the same voice actor. So he's like, "Oh, that's Sasuke." Sasuke. Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah, beautiful high quality animation. Yeah, like 3 frames per second.
I've
I know you're here. I still remember all these lines by heart, I think.
There you are. You've gotten strong.
Notice how, like, even when the speech bubble is like changing, the fire doesn't really move, because I kind of did it by mistake, and yeah, it was rough. You've gotten stronger, but still. Yeah, you can't make a joke today without being called a racist, sexist, homophobic pig. It's ridiculous. I agree and disagree. Yeah. Let's not go there. Yeah, a lot of the jokes I've made, like with Orochimaru and Deidara. Yeah, it's rough. You lack hatred. To be continued. And as you can see, the episodes were really short. But as you can probably tell, from each and every episode, the episodes kind of became longer. Again, the fabulous movie maker subtitles. So yeah, I was using the most basic tools that were available to me. I was drawing this shit with Paint, with Microsoft Paint, and doing the videos with Microsoft Movie Maker, the thing that was built in Windows. I just thought Itachi was being Itachi. So there you go. You learned something today. It's actually a pretty decent joke. One of the better ones I've made. Music, obviously Toshiro Masuda. I never knew why I didn't like how they changed the music in Shippuden that much. They kind of, I don't know. I guess Toshiro Masuda left for some reason. Okay, episode 3. Let's not make it cringier than it has to be, right? Looking around. This is a shorter episode, but a fan favorite. Another one that makes fun of Itachi's blindness. We can afford buying a new TV. Besides, he'll kill it again. Yeah.
And now I'm going to miss for the first time in my life Iron Chef.
It was really important to me to keep animation basic because it was easier to put out episodes. So this was basically just one frame with different bubbles just changing. Wait, should I watch this in like full screen? Maybe it should be better. No, it's big enough because I still want to read the chat on the right. So. Daidara. Huh.
This has gone far enough.
Wait a minute. Can you guys see my face actually? Oh. You guys are so patient because my face is kind of obscuring half of the screen. Maybe I should just... Yeah, this is better. Alright. Yeah, let's keep going this way.
Itachi, first the toilet seat
and now the TV. Yeah, sorry about the technical issues. I'm new to this streaming bonanza. Hopefully I'll get better as I go along, but yeah, you have to forgive me for that.
Go and get him a seeing-eye dog.
Seeing-eye dog. Right. Patch. Wow. This was way too quick, right? Later that day. Wow, look at this. It's like it's like 10 milliseconds or something like that. Boom. That's a mistake, right? I probably wanted it to show a little bit more than that later that day, but whatever. Pet shop.
We're here, Itachi-san.
Notice this fabulous, crazy animation. Look at the doors. They're like closed and sound like whoosh, they open.
We're here, Itachi-san.
They're open.
Automatic door, just walk ahead.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. This sound effect. This is when I still didn't know about like sound effect websites that were out there that you can actually download real sound effect from. And here I kind of tried to dub the sound effects as well. It's kind of weird. It's like boom. I did it with my voice. You can hear it if you actually like listen closely. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's awful. Oh, this is pretty sweet though. The black flames there. I remember me putting a lot of effort into that. Give me something cheap that can see. So the thing, Itachi, well, no, Deidara, he used to speak with this, like, additive in Japanese. He added like a or something like that. And a lot of people just translated it to but I guess it's not really as correct as we thought it was at the time, but it kind of caught on, so he does that thing all the time. Kind of like Yoda.
Ship that can see.
Wait, I kind of contradict myself. Huh, I did know about sound effects. Check out these crazy animal sound effects in the background.
There.
Yeah, I didn't do those. These sound too professional. I kind of maybe realized that at the time. So this is the only time I guess that we see Crispy alive, right? So, well, a lot of people consider Crispy to be a black bunny. He's not really black. He's just a crisp of a previously alive and white bunny rabbit. And yeah, another like joke that I don't know how many people would appreciate today is like burning this poor little fluffy bunny.
Happy? Now let's go back. What the hell are you doing? Looking around.
Yeah. So as he walks out, he kind of drags poor Crispy out, and Crispy is probably already like half out of it from spinning him around. And he kind of drags him over the already like on fire, and this is not just fire, right? This is like the Mangekyo Sharingan, like black fire, and he just drags him over that. And the poor thing is on fire. Even Deidara kind of feels bad for the little bunny here, and Itachi is oblivious. Ugh, he even bleeds. Jeez, so he's bleeding. He's on fire. He's still like half. He's still gray, so it's kind of a crispy. Crispy in process point. I don't know how his name came to be, but yeah.
I smell chicken.
Smell chicken. Holy, poor guy. Oh man, and the blood as he drags him along. Oh my goodness. What a sick little twisted kid I was. Alright, episode 4, what was that? Is that like, oh, it's Akatsuki game. I know it's pronounced Akatsuki, but at the time it was Akatsuki game, and yeah. Oh, this was really, like, an evolution of sorts, like, artistically, because maybe the first episode that had, like, proper background in it, right? I had trees, I had grass here, but it was like, I don't know if I like that because it made it harder to animate. So there's like this whole like compromise thing that you need to do, right? It's either more detail or more animation. If you want to have them both, it'll take forever, so.
Looks like Deidara loves it.
And this again kind of goes in the direction that episode 1 went, where it takes like real stuff that happens in the manga, right? As compared to episode 2 and 3, which are like happening entirely outside of it, right? They're going to buy Itachi's bunny, and what was the second one about? No, that was what was the third one about? I don't know. So yeah, it kind of goes back to a thing that happened in the manga where Deidara fought, I think, Kakashi and Naruto, and he got a bunch of like he got his ass whooped, and he blew up, and Toby went out and looked for his parts. And Zetsu here kind of chokes on one of Deidara's arms, so yeah, he got hungry, I guess. I actually like dubbing that part. It's really, I don't know, like, I really like making those voices, making those retching sounds. Oh my goodness, look at the trees up there moving as his head moves. I kind of probably selected it with paint, and when I made it move, I didn't notice that actually the grass and the trees move as well.
Akatsuki.
Yeah, that's also true. Like, it has its own
I
charm,
get
of, like,
it,
the
you played
way the
Game
animation
Akatsuki.
looks kind of makes it funnier. This part especially, it's like more visual comedy because there's nothing like smart behind it. There's no like intricate like manga theories in here or something. But actually, like seeing them do this together on the ground is pretty funny. Like this, this is funny to this day. And notice how like when Zetsu chokes, that's a small thing. There are a lot of small things that maybe some of you didn't see. But notice like how Zetsu here, he only has this like drop because he's like nervous because he might choke to death. But only when Toby drops to his knees and does this, he also has this like, you know, the red veins, like anger mark, the global anger logo for anime characters. Only when Zetsu drops to his knees and starts like doing that, he kind of goes angry as well. Oh, this is actually a pretty drawing of Deidara. Like, I could draw pretty well even not there. Even then I could draw pretty well. Like, I could make really nice art. And I did draw some Naruto art, but Final Akatsuki was like this very simplified, chibi-esque, really simplified drawings. And this one actually looks pretty good. Like, my phone is like always vibrating. Let me just shut that down a little bit. I don't want it to ring. I'll be unprofessional.
Boy, looking for my hole now.
Sure looks stupid. Yeah, so.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. And yeah, so another like thing that I thought about is, you know how people like give a lot of credit to shows that have have a continuation. So how do you call that? Like, you know, foreshadowing and all that. So I was all into that already by 2006. Notice how Sasori is here. When Zetsu pukes out Deidara's arm, I also take into account that in the You Lack Hatred episode, he ate Sasori, he ate Sasori's sword, and he also ate... Oh, fuck me. I meant Zetsu. He ate Zetsu and Samehada, right? And he also ate Sasori in the first episode, in the noob episode. So there's a little bit of a continuation there.
Do it again!
And we'll see that coming up more, like Leader's Scar and all that. So I really found that fun. Okay, we're there. Final Akatsuki episode 5 auditions. That's a big that's a good episode. Probably one of the fan favorites, and I also really like it because it allowed me to kind of break the walls again and bring in stuff that was outside of Naruto as well. Like I did the joke with Ishida from Bleach, but it was still kind of Naruto tied because it's the same voice actor and all that. But here I could actually like go out of it, like bring in Dumbledore, Dragon Ball, whatever the fuck I wanted, and kind of gave me freedom. And it was funny because a lot of like the same demographics that enjoyed these videos were like my age, and all of that stuff was pretty popular, right? Who doesn't know like who Sephiroth is, or Voldemort, or Vegeta? So yeah, continuity, yeah. Let's see how many people we have here on actually. Oh wow, we're actually growing. We have 12 people watching on YouTube. We have 2 people watching on Twitch. So I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I do. It means a lot to me. I'm actually looking at the comments on the chat. So yeah, feel free to ask questions if there's anything you want to know, or anything actually. Yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. So after Orochimaru left Akatsuki, auditions were set up in order to fill in his place. Yeah, I didn't want to like draw stuff about how Orochimaru left Akatsuki. It was a waste of time, actually. I just wanted to make it as fast as possible as I could, to like actually showing the leader and a bunch of other members and just bringing those candidates in. Yeah, so let's get into it. This episode, is it the most viewed? Oh, wait. This is Fun of the Akatsuki episode 5 audition fixed audio. So that's the one I've uploaded after I got the copyright infringency thing. So I think this is the original. Yeah, this is the original one, which was fixed like I think a year ago or 2 years ago. It was broken for so long, and a lot of the comments here is like, you see, headphone users prepare for a heart attack. Ha, it has audio again. And it was fixed 1 year ago. So there is no sound to this video. At one time, I guess Christina wanted to write that there was. Lol, Pain is now officially new Harry Potter. What happened to the audio? Yeah, so it was muted for so long. Let's skip ahead a little bit.
Again.
In order to fill in space. So we have our old bunch in here. We don't have everyone here, but we have like the main ones. We have Itachi, who's obviously not looking where he needs to look. I always make it a priority to put Itachi in like a wrong position to emphasize how he's blind and he's not aware. And yeah, poor Itachi, obviously.
Well, let the auditions begin.
Boom, boom, boom.
Well, it says here that
Dragon Ball Z. Vegeta is awesome. I fucking love Dragon Ball Z. Like a big part of my childhood. This was like the big thing before Naruto came into my life. So Dragon Ball Z was the shit. Maybe I'll do some more Dragon Ball Z content now that we have Super and all that. And Vegeta is probably my favorite character. He's such a badass. And I like doing his voice. Like, Saiyans here remain the same his entire life. He has this like not really a British accent, but he has what's the name of the guy who does his voice? Like Sabat something? Chris Sabat, I think. Vegeta voice actor. Christopher Sabat or Sabat. I don't know how you pronounce it. This guy, he's a god. He makes those voices so well. He's also like Piccolo's voice, I think. Yeah, you can imagine. Just 1 year ago, YouTube is such a drag. I can't agree more. It was muted for like 7 years, I think, maybe even 8, and the copyright infringement was already taken down. I couldn't just go in to fix the audio, remove whatever was there. It was awful. Yeah.
Outer space known as a Saiyan? Yeah, destroy planets.
Destroy planets.
Interesting. I like your attitude, but the spiky hair has got to go. It's leader exclusive. Saiyan's hair remains the same his entire life.
So, I kind of made it a point for leader to dismiss any candidate, and I really couldn't think of anything. Like, why would they dismiss Vegeta? It's like so powerful and evil. So I kind of make it like a silly gag at his hair. That's like spiky, and at the time we thought only the leader had spiky hair, so I made it up like, oh, you can't have spiky hair unless you're the leader or a fish, which doesn't make any sense at all, but hey, it worked, so.
Unfortunate. I could stand Kisama's hair since he's a fish.
Oh yeah, Vegeta's
You're an alien. No matter, show me what you got.
Yeah. So another note, I because I was able to use like characters from other mediums, other stories, other, I don't know, games, animes, I was able to actually put in music from the original material. And maybe that's why I got into so much trouble with this episode, because it had music from Star Wars, it had music from Harry Potter, from Dragon Ball Z. I think it's actually the Star Wars one that got me into trouble. This is why it was muted, the Darth Vader one. And for Dragon Ball Z, for example, the music makes that cartoon so much better. Like when I was little, I know usually animes sound better with Japanese voices, and I can't agree more, but I grew on this like the English dub, the original it's probably part of the reasons why I don't really like Dragon Ball Z Kai that much, because the original was it Funimation? Maybe. So they had like really good music written just for this show. I think it's Bruce Falconer who made that music. So this Vegeta theme, I loved it so much. It's so badass.
No matter.
The piano. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, it looks impressive, this animation, but it's just like yellow stuff and blue lines popping out. But it looks good, and with the music, it's really good. Like the transformation is, I really like this part, even to this day. So when I will make Final Akatsuki HD, Final Akatsuki 5 HD, I'll probably use it again.
Ian's hair remains the same his entire life. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I can stand Kisama's fish.
It's just so powerful. Never gets old. I think they put the sound on when he like transforms for the first time, or when he kills himself. Spoilers. Sacrifice himself. All right, next. So another big love of mine is Final Fantasy VII, obviously.
We'll do your best.
So a big thing about Sephiroth is he summons Meteor to destroy the planet, so he kind of made a small demonstration here. Again, the animation is really basic, but yeah, why not?
I think there's someone at the door.
Someone at the door. Yeah.
Gaidara could throw rocks too, and Kisama's got the sword used.
Another like totally bogus reasons for Sephiroth's dismissal. He just, looks for something to, to actually like dismiss them.
Not occupied.
It's like he doesn't really want new members, right?
Next.
Okay, a turning point within the Final Akatsuki universe, if you can call it that. This is where a leader gets his like Harry Potter scar, and it will never leave him, right?
Orochimaru, have you gone bald? No, it's not you. Are you both related? It says here your name is
Orochimaru
not named. That won't do.
And Voldemort are kind of the same character, right?
Only I, the leader,
and
am allowed to keep my name a secret. We'll discuss it later. Show me what you
Have you
can
gone
do.
bold?
Abracadabra!
Well, what is this supposed to?
Hey, what is
At
that?
this point, like, it's funny how Voldemort himself is like, he's like freaked out because he's like, I guess he was trying to kill Leader here, but it's kind of failed on him again. Oh, this is rough. Look at this arm drawing. It's like, what the hell is going on? It's like his arm is like all broken. This is not good art.
What the f did you do to me, you idiot? Get it off!
So yeah, when you have GIFs and you don't have voices, you have this like censorship for like the profanities. Watch the profanity. So I had to do like bleeps instead. That's kind of funny. I like the comedic value that bleeps add.
Next!
Vader.
So, Mr. Dinkenhead, aka Darth Vader, got
Star
something to
Wars
say
is
before we
always
begin?
cool. Your father.
Your father.
Father.
Next!
I like it how usually Leader kind of tells them off like, oh, you can't join because you have spiky hair. Oh, you can't join because somebody else knows how to throw rocks and all that. But for Darth Vader, it's like, I'm your father. It's like, next. He completely like dismisses him.
For the last time, Toby, no!
Poor Toby.
But Toby
Can
is
never
a good
catch a break.
boy. That's the point.
And that's the first time we actually see him in Akatsuki robes and I think we never saw him wear those in Final Akatsuki yet, or in the manga for that matter. So I guess I kind of saw it. Like I have clairvoyant powers. Yeah,
Idiot!
that's a problem.
Crap. We're out of candidates.
Oh, that's an interesting part. Originally, I regret it to this very day. Originally, when I made this episode, it should have had another candidate, another one, and I missed it. I was drawing it. I was so caught up with actually uploading it and finishing it. I actually planned for the last one to have, I don't know if it was for the last one, but I had to put another character who came in for an audition, who was Agent Smith from Agent Smith from The Matrix. And he comes in, he has this like Akatsuki robe, and the leader is like, okay, what do you got, or something like that. And Agent Smith comes out with his like great line from the Matrix sequels. It's like, the good thing about being me is that there are so many me's. And he splits up to these multiple Agent Smiths, and like leader's like, big deal, it's just Bunshin Jutsu, everybody can do that, next. And geez, it was such a good joke, and I regret it so much for forgetting to put that in, forgetting to draw that. Hopefully, when I get around to remaking this episode, I'll probably put him back in, because he was supposed to be there, and it'll be a big surprise to whoever doesn't watch this video. So there's a little spoiler there for you, like exclusive behind the scenes content. So I'll have him there. Maybe I'll even put some more. We'll see. I was actually planning to make another auditions video, another like auditions like episode, which I probably will do, because these are so fun, because you can just break those walls, break the Naruto-verse, so to speak, and bring in a lot of different like pop culture stuff. We have so many like good content now. We have Overwatch characters, which I love. We have the MCU, which I love. Whew, there's a bunch of stuff that I could like do work with. We're out of candidates.
That I have no choice but to announce
and yeah, officially Crispy, Itachi's bunny. Still didn't have his name, I guess. He was still referred to as Itachi's bunny. And this is when we first see him with his Akatsuki ring on. And he has this, you know how the Akatsuki members, they have like their nails polished and all that and colored. He has them too. So he's very, very fabulous and pretty with his tongue out, because like, if you didn't understand yet that he's dead from the crosses his eyes, he also has his tongue out, which is a nice detail. And Itachi drags him on like this, and he has a cape in here. But at this episode, the cape is like the big cape that they probably reserved for the big characters. But later we give him like a smaller Akatsuki robe, which is pretty cool. Auditions part 2, yeah, exactly. Alright, so this was episode 5. How long are we into this stream? Can anybody tell me? I have no idea. Oh wait, no. Something is messed up with the playlist. Wait a minute. This is the playlist. Play all. Yeah, that'll be easier. So right now we're about episode 6. Criminal Records. This is a long one. This is like trying to get like origin stories. Like Akatsuki members are nefarious criminals, and they're like murderers and whatever. They're evil. But how did they start being criminals, right? It's pretty interesting. So this like gives you like a view into their former lives, how they started small. So this is Itachi. So you know how you can copy jutsu with your Sharingan. So here Itachi basically copies copyrighted content with his Mangekyo Sharingan. And yeah, I probably had this like that at the time, like people burning stuff onto their CDs. Nobody today knows what a CD is probably, but yeah, we used to do those a lot. So notice how his Sharingan spins around. There's like the progress, and once it gets to like 100, there's like this Windows sound, like the old, I think it's Windows XP. Yeah, and there he like goes to Mangekyo, and he's done, and he's burning CDs. You get the joke there? He's burning CDs.
It's the RIAA. Open up, Mr. Uchiha.
And their mugshots, which was also pretty fun to draw.
Aw, what a cute
Yeah, a little more gore for your Akatsuki episode. Censored. A little bit too late. Very Tarantino-esque. So Deidara was basically a good guy. He killed this kitten, and he got like completely insane.
Hey, Skullhead, I
Oh my
mother.
goodness. Get over here. Yeah. Get over here! So he basically stole the spear from Scorpion.
Call the cops.
I've been robbed! Again, this evil voice.
That's the guy who stole my spear.
Sir, did you steal his spear right now? No? Ah, crap.
Pinocchio joke. Oh, and his nose is so long, it actually breaks this like separator of the photo. You know, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but it's funny. It was fun to draw. His Sharingan must have some pretty lit software. Badoomts. SeaWorld.
Had enough of this place. I'm escaping.
Bye, Willie, I'm leaving.
Look at those speedos, though,
Bye-bye, my
right?
friend. Good riddance.
Good riddance.
Watch out for the gate, idiot.
So he's in an aquarium again. Very sad. All broken and sore. Okay, this is the first time we actually directly, like, infer, like, or insinuate that Toby is Obito.
Psst. Hey, you.
And how he was
I can
crushed.
tell by your red eye that you smoke.
Red eye.
Want to buy some weed?
Weed jokes. We were so
You
edgy at
can't
the
find
time.
anything better than this shit I grow here on my head. So, what's your name, anyways?
I like the hat. That's
My name is, Toby.
no idea what went there.
Toby, right. So be a good boy, Toby, and buy some of my shit.
Yes,
Toby is a good boy.
Toby is a good
This
boy.
kind of freaky.
Freeze! Selling weed again, huh? You freak, we got you at last.
And this is kind of a double thing because we have both Zetsu and Toby in here. Yeah, Toby is all crushed, half a person. This is another like joke that
You were right.
leader is
Say
kind
there are
of
tons of girls
Young
bathing
Daimyo
at night.
Hokage, the fourth Hokage. He skedaddles out of there,
What the hell do you think you're doing, boy?
and they caught him for. And yeah, and what is the A? A lot of speculation was about at the time that Yondaime Hokage, his name was Uzumaki Arashi, which is wrong because his name is Minato, but I don't know. It was theorized because when Naruto was asked to sign the scroll where he agreed to summon the toads or something like that, there was like a name there that was Arashi, like previously, or something like that. I don't remember. But for some reason, people thought that the fourth, his name was Arashi. Yeah. You lack penis. A lot more adolescent humor jokes, toilet humor, why not? Yeah, insides were kind of.
Face your master,
Face
spy.
your master spy.
Sasori-sama, is it really you?
This is also like a manga time episode because this was the part where Yamato, Naruto, and Sakura went to intercept the Akatsuki spy, and we didn't know who it was. I kind of guessed it was Kabuto, and I guessed again. I asked correctly. The only thing I did not anticipate is I thought that Sasori would appear. Yeah, he was Sasori's spy. I anticipated that Sasori would appear like this outside of his like puppet, but he did appear within his puppet. So.
What do you mean? Can't you see it's me?
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
Rat. Damn, Sakura screwed up on Sasori's description.
And the joke here, he couldn't
Just
couldn't see that it was him because he forgot his glasses.
Oh, so it was you.
Just hurry up this time. I have a game of Twister soon with Sasuke and
Game of
Orochimaru.
Twister, oh my goodness.
He said the S word.
Sasuke.
Where is Sasuke Tamayo? That's the Kyuubi Jinchuriki Uzumaki Naruto. Get him, Sasori.
For some reason, I said Uzumaki Naruto in a weird way here. I don't know.
No. Who the hell are you? I am.
The Yamato scary face. The one that he does in the anime and manga as well. Yeah, a big wet fart. And also spill the whereabouts of the Akatsuki's hideout. This is, I think, the first time we see Akatsuki hideout. The fun Akatsuki hideout. It's like a hideout, but it like has all these lights, and it's kind of stupid because it's supposed to be a highlight, but it's not hidden at all.
Go get him,
And they unleash Sai's
smell the jinchuriki.
penis prowesses
You're blind. How stupid.
because he makes fun of people's penises for some
Little
reason.
brother, you like hatred?
Like hatred.
I don't have any emotions, idiot. And besides, you like penis.
Why, you little brat.
I guess the thing that got your arms didn't spare you.
Yeah,
Penis.
this is kind of rough. As I watch it back, it's not as funny as I thought it was.
Problems with the ladies, I
Blue
guess.
balls
huh?
is kinda
You didn't
funny.
hit one for so long that you've taken blue balls to a new
Yeah,
level.
this is pretty funny though, I guess.
So,
Mr. Twig or
how do
Sir
you call yours
Branch?
then? Mr. Twig or Sir Branch? Like this? That's
This is
fun?
good.
Am I in
He
now?
actually like didn't even bother hearing the insult. He's like saw everybody like dropping on their heads, and he's like, you know, Toby sees, Toby does. Akatsuki nightclub,
like son,
exactly.
I guess.
Akatsuki resort and casino. Like father, like
Good
son,
job.
I guess.
They won't wake up for a few weeks. According to Kabuto, that was the last one.
So this is another like weird part. I think not a lot of people understood that. There was a part in the manga and later in the anime where they show Kabuto approaching the bridge right after he went to meet Sasori, like as a spy. They kind of show a bunny, and then there's like a snake eats this bunny, and then it's like it shows Orochimaru like lurking in the trees. It's like he saw. It's like he knows that Kabuto is a spy, which is later revealed as to he knew that all along. So I kind of did that part. There's the snake that eats Crispy, and Crispy is burnt to a crisp. Is not really tasty, so he pukes him out. Yeah. So the Orochimaru theme, he saw. But in here, instead of seeing like the spy, he sees Sasuke having a poop. Yay to homophobic humor, I guess, right? Oh my god. Red Clouds, this is a good one. So this is another like a lot of pop culture references, a lot of different anime and video game tie-ins. This is another like flashback episode of the old Akatsuki.
Akatsuki
When to the
criminals
time when they still didn't have their like, you know, cool Red Clouds uniforms.
killers and misunderstood freaks.
So they kind of wear civets here. Here again we have Kakuzu, which at the time we didn't really know who he was, but we had just the big Akatsuki giant in here.
Since we're all
So I just drew a generic
unique,
giant
I'd
person.
like to discuss with
whenever
you the matter
spoke.
of a cool uniform.
Cool uniform, alright.
What do you think?
So yeah, he just stole Pokemon's evil
What
organization.
kind of an evil organization would wear that? I'd rather cut my hands off than to wear that gay-ass
Oof,
uniform.
my goodness. That's pretty
I
bad.
don't know. I kind of like it, actually. I
Jeez.
think it should be something black and baggy with a hood. I mean, can you really expect me to wear that?
Well, it was a different time. I kind of feel bad about making those jokes now, but a different time. At least I have
How
them
about
more.
this then?
Yeah, this is kind of already starting to look more Akatsuki-ish.
Well, it's better, but the blue hair is stupid as hell.
Green is any better.
And like green's any better?
Yeah, the art is getting better, as I can see. A lot of color,
All
a lot of
about
like
some red moon.
detail, more detail.
I say red clouds, much more artistic.
Red clouds. So again, big fan of Final Fantasy VII. When will that frickin' remake come out? Hopefully, we'll have some news on E3. By the way, let me know if you want to see like a live stream of me watching and reacting to E3. This could be cool. Yeah? No? Maybe? Let me know in the chat or in the comments below. The other clouds. The ones in the sky. So yeah, they're kind of back to it.
This is it then. Everyone happy now? What do you think, Itachi-kun? You didn't say anything
almost
at all.
done. They don't have the big Uchiha
It's
hoodie.
weak. Why is it so weak? Because of
Not
this.
hoodie, like the neck thing.
The
Neck
biggest
band.
neck band.
Biggest neck band. Alright, how many people do we have here?
How about an opening? It'd be hard for me.
13
to
and 2, we're growing by the minute. Oh my goodness. Eventually we'll have dozens. You know this gif? We are dozens.
I think the opening should be placed on the back side.
I like Orochimaru's evil F.
Don't you think so too, Uchiha Itachi?
Uchiha. So when he goes in to grab him and Itachi obviously kicks his ass. This is a nice animation. I really like this. It's really simple to do, like just draw everything black and white, but it's so pretty. Like this transformation is really good.
72
And
hours
the
of torture
black
starts
and
now.
red sky,
I'm the
obviously.
master of torture.
This
You
drawing
got
is
nothing
pretty
on me,
good.
you little brat.
So yeah, we're also like making fun
Hey,
of
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru's sexual orientation, which is not cool, kids. It's not cool.
Hey, Tsunade.
What's up, big boy?
And for some reason he doesn't like that, but yeah, it's like a torture for him.
71 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Kind of embarrassing, I guess, yeah.
I quit. It's too strong.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
Toby
son?
comes in.
Can I
This is
try-
another joke. Like they agreed to the uniforms, but what about the pants, right? We only saw the cloak, so Akatsuki kind of wears the same pants as Toby wears, like the same pants, even before he went into the Akatsuki. So this is the joke. He kind of gives them his own pants.
Now you lost a member.
No, Toby, I think I told you that enough. You can't join us.
Okay.
Oh, but I can get you 10 pairs of pants just like mine for your uniform.
Well, you give us your pants, and we'll consider letting you hang with us.
Just give us your
Maybe,
pants
just
first.
Maybe.
So he's
join
very,
us
you know,
one day.
excited and all that. So he just gives them the pants.
OMG, I'm so happy. Here, you can have mine right now.
In moments like these, I wish I were blind.
There's a small error here. I don't know how this happened. So I guess I used the previous frame where I still had Orochimaru in here, but Orochimaru is gone. At this scene, he's already gone, right? He ran away. But so then I added all the tears, like all the drops, more like they're all nervous from whatever happened. But so I erased Orochimaru, but I forgot to erase his little drop in here, like the sweat drop. So yeah, that's what's going on
Oh,
in here.
wow, I've changed my mind. Can I
Oh
join you
yeah,
again?
so now that
away.
now that Toby is pantsless, Orochimaru's like excited to join them again.
Orochimaru.
That's a bad humor. Alright, episode 8. We're going through them pretty quickly. Episode 9, PTA, a good one. Let's just keep it like that. Parents Teachers Association, right? Like, conference.
Dear friends,
I like how
I
leaders
think it's
drawn
about
here.
time for me to notify your parents about your progress in our gang.
I think around this time is when I was already like doing episodes on YouTube. This was the first YouTube episode that people had to actually wait for, because before that I had already the GIFs prepared for the forums and I could just dub them and put some music on and upload them to YouTube. I didn't have to really draw them, but this one I had to also draw and animate. So this is why it took a little bit
Fellow
longer.
Akatsukis, I think it's about time for your first
PTA.
PTA.
So they're all like nervous, as all kids are. Obviously.
Mr. and Mrs. Oshigaki, come in, please.
This is another like new like running gag that enters our Final Akatsuki universe. Kisame is an Orochimaru's dad.
She's here. My mom's
Like a
the one
soul
with the
file,
fishbowl.
I guess. He really likes animals. He loves
I am
animals.
so sorry for my son's terrible ugliness.
Poor Kisame.
There he goes at it again.
You see, my previous wife Squirrel
Previous
cheated on me,
wife
so I married this
Squirrel.
less attractive goldfish.
What was I thinking?
I really love animals, you understand?
Kisame's a good villain. No problems. Now go away.
Go away. He doesn't want to have any part of that.
Mrs. Uchiha, come in. Itachi, what the hell
Oh
did
man,
you bring?
he brought the corpses of his parents.
What? These are my parents. You told us to bring them. Mind you, they're not so tall.
So he kind of, in this world, he kind of killed them by mistake.
Both never
They have like
spoke to me again.
they have like a pinata party, I think.
And then Sasuke left. Mom got so worried, she didn't eat anything since then. Now look at her. She got all on ice.
Anorex.
And Konoha, they blame me for that.
Well, see, you may
Leader
go.
feels bad.
I see no problems with your
He-
son,
yeah,
Mr.
he
and
just
Mrs.
is
Uchiha. Zetsu, it's your turn. Come
Zetsu
in.
was too hungry. He just ate his mom and dad on the way, like Zetsu obviously
Well,
does.
where are your parents? You see, I got quite hungry on the way here. I can still puke them out for you if you want. No. It's okay.
Leader's
You may
like,
go,
okay,
Zetsu.
we're good. We're good.
I get the teachers every time
So
with that.
yeah, he's a sneaky one.
Deidara, come in.
Deidara is
It's your
also a
turn.
funny one. 'Cause it's like a weird like idea
Deidara
that
is really
he
good.
took
He
their
got a
mouths,
Jinchuriki, no
and
problem.
these are the mouths he has on his arms.
He's one
on
of the
his
best.
hands.
You should be proud. You may go. We are proud.
Thank you and goodbye.
So sorry.
He's
Come
freaked
in.
out by basically everyone. These are the infamous dolls that Sasori made out of his parents.
Well,
and
I'm
Chio
quite
behind.
disappointed of
just using-
Sasori. So talented yet no Jinchuriki.
A very sad
slacking
backstory
off
for
then.
Sasori. She stabs him.
Lucky for him that I can revive the dead.
Spoiler.
Yeah, lucky for him. Orochimaru, you are last.
Oh,
Come
again
in.
with the. It kind of makes Orochimaru and Kisame
Forgive
half
my son
brothers,
for his
right?
ugliness, but you see, I also really love snakes.
So a little bit of trivia there.
No,
for,
I don't want to know.
Fun
Just get
Akatsuki.
the hell out.
He's frustrated. Who wouldn't be?
Oh, and the worst has yet to come.
Has to go.
My own son's PTA.
Yeah.
Well, Mr.
Iruka.
Uzumaki, your son is an idiot. Tell me about it.
So yeah, we used to think he might be the fourth. Like we used to think that Toby was Obito, so just went ahead with this joke. So this one, notice how the previous episodes are like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute 47, 136, 3:33, 3:33, 3:5, 3:2. Red Claws is kind of longer, is like already double than some of the other episodes. PTA is 4 minutes, but Final Akatsuki 10 or X1, I should call it. So the X, alright, it's kind of like Dragon Ball Z, or Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. It's the same show basically. It's like a new season. So this one came out way later. When was 9 released? 9 was released August 20th, 2006, and 10 was released March 27, 2007. It was when you guys only had to wait just a single year for a new episode, which is nothing, right, compared to today. So this was really like a big milestone, because look at this episode. That's 9:47. It's crazy good in my opinion. It has so many jokes in it, so many tie-ins, so many breakings of the fourth wall, because it was a big thing for me to, like, if I want to make a new season, if I want to call it like Final Akatsuki X, I even added like an intro and all that. It had to be bigger, it had to be better, it had to be funnier. which retrospectively, I don't know if it was the right way to go, because it made it way harder to create with everything else that was going on in my life at the time, with the military and with the university and all of that. Maybe it wasn't the best decision. So here we start with, like, people already were, like, freaking out. Like, there's no Fun with Akatsuki, there are trailers, a bunch of them, and there was no episode for, like, a year. Is Omni dead? So I started the episode with this, like, joke that, okay, we sadly announced that our beloved son and friend Alex Novikov has passed away 2 months ago. He was killed by an exploding jet engine in an IAF base in the south of Israel. Now, actually looking at it like that, I guess I understand why some people might think that I'm dead. Oh well. Right. How many people do we have here still? Some people are still watching. His family and friends. We decided to post this video because we wanted to stop the massive emails and all the misinformed rumors going on. Thanks for making Alex's life happier, if only by a bit. His family and friends. So later I've added this thing at the top. I am not dead. No one else is either. I guess it was too late for that. I guess too many people were distraught with the fact that I was dead. So in here, at this point, I expected people to believe that I was dead. At this point. But then, I followed this up with, like, okay, this one as well. This is actually my real birth date. And then you're, like, supposed to think that, okay, it was a joke. He's not dead, because obviously Kisame, right, who was drawn by OmniStrife, who is voiced by freaking OmniStrife, is talking about the fact that OmniStrife is dead. So it doesn't really make sense that Omni is dead, right? Right? I don't know. So, holy shit, I knew it. It's like he's part of the fan base, you get it? It's like part of the fan base of Fun Akatsuki. He's like waiting for Fun Akatsuki to arrive. He's like, oh, this is so unfair.
It's so unfair. Are my National Geographic vids ready?
So this guy, his father's still being a
no,
freak.
Dad, it's still downloading.
Sick pervert.
I know. Oh, and what about the
Care Bears hentai. Nice.
Mom?
So, that's the mom. Like a guest appearance from part 9.
No,
And even here, I like put it in, like, I wrote it out. No OmniStrife were harmed during, before, or after production of this movie. And even Toby is pissed with this stupid joke. He's like, shut up. Just start the show. And here we have a really, really, really nice art. I wish I could still use this art. Maybe I will do this intro. But the music is copyrighted, actually. This music is from... I think, Mortal Kombat soundtrack. It's really good. Yeah, maybe they were too grieved. So this art is so good. Like, by the standards that I was accustomed to last time. It took me ages to draw. The music is cool. Still cool. Fish mom is best mom. Yeah, that's sure. That's true. Yeah, the music is pretty hype. Oh, and the Immortal Zealot and the Greedy Master of Tentacle Prawn, Hidan and Kakuzu. By that time, they were officially revealed, right? Hidan and Kakuzu. And new fans of the show, they were like watching the old stuff from 2006 and they were like, hey, where's Hidan? Where's Kakuzu? And they didn't realize that, well, by that time, a lot of fans answered them. They said, like, hey, dude, these guys weren't even revealed at the time of these videos. So, yeah, and there's still no Conan in here, but yeah. So they were officially, like, revealed into the show. So one, never too late. Another, like, joke about the Fun Akatsuki meta. Alrighty. Are we still live?
Where the hell is...
Where the hell? I think we are, right? Yeah, everything's working pretty well. Shit. Where the hell is it? So, a lot of production values. There's like lighting here, there's like sound effects. Everything is really, really top notch.
Ah, there it is.
It's still MS Paint and Movie Maker though at this point. And I always wanted to I saw like different animations. It's like Flash. Oh my god, you can actually move the background. Oh my god, you can actually make like the mouth change with your voice. Oh my god, you can enlarge characters and you don't have to draw anything like frame by frame. And I went into Flash like, fuck this. This is hard. I didn't know how to do this. So eventually I learned Flash and it's really fun. So I like the newest episodes and the HD remakes were done in Flash, but this one is still old-fashioned, straight up MS Paint and Movie Maker, yeah. So this is the first reveal of Hidan.
What the hell is that noise?
So Toby just went in, snuck into his room to find...
That idiot didn't blow the toilet seat again.
Yeah, another tie-in.
Nice.
So this is like a confirmation that Hidan or Kakuzu, even though we didn't show them, they were part of this universe. So they know about Itachi blowing up the toilet seat and all that, but they just weren't there.
Seriously, have to go there now.
So he's naked, not because he likes to sleep naked. Maybe he does, I don't know. But he's naked because Toby just went in and grabbed his robes, right? And he's like a freaky religious guy, so I put a bunch of religious signs in here, like the flying spaghetti monster and like, yeah, different religions. So he now realizes that his clothes are stolen.
Toby!
And he knows it's Toby. And this is also a pretty cool animation. The Benny Hill thing. So another problem that I solved here is like, okay, Toby was actually revealed. He was either introduced in the anime by then or he was colored officially. And we saw that his mask was orange. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's another like hint that he might be Toby. So this is how I fixed it. I just colored over with Kisame painting his room, or I don't know, his section of the hideout with paint. With orange paint for some reason, and Toby just hides there and he just paints over it, and yeah, we fixed it. And Kisame is pissed because he's using it as a hideout, so he just painted over him.
Thanks, Kisame-san. You owe me $20.
And here we introduce Kakuzu, who's like a greedy bastard. He's like, 20 bucks? Where? And notice how every time I use like exclamation marks or question marks, I always add this dollar signs, another like trope that I've added to his character. To like emphasize his greed.
The fool is running straight into my trap. He's done for.
Oh my god. Boom. A little South Park tie-in. I thought about like what could be a good running gag with Hidan. He could die in every episode, right? Because he's immortal, basically. So I can always figure out the weird ways, with which, like weird ways that he might die, like Final Destination-esque. So I kind of made this like South Park art here. It's like, oh my god, oh my god, they killed Kenny, you bastards. So I kind of did Kakuzu and Deidara in this
They killed Hidan!
You bastards!
You bastards!
Yeah.
Dead, you morons. I'm immortal. Did you forget that?
A lot of head puns.
Oh yeah? Then find some other moron to pick you up. Yeah, you moron. Plan ahead.
Plan ahead.
Next time you're done, I kill you. Now don't get too ahead of yourself.
Ooh, another thing that annoys me, like to the marrow of my bones right now, that I was like really young and I really didn't know what I was doing. I actually used Comic Sans for the bubbles. Oh. Painful.
Headstrong is useless.
The worst font. The worst. The worst font.
Someone's coming.
You gotta behave and be nice.
But please, oh beloved God Almighty, don't let it
But it's
be.
him.
Him!
The worst kind of helper. Blind Itachi. Notice the fan art on the side, like how Toby sees himself and leader with a heart sign. Cool, so cool.
I look good.
Reflections, a lot of details in here.
Gather, you bastards! I'm calling up an important meeting.
Oh boy, a meeting! I sure
He
love
remembers all the times that he joined meetings.
Welcome to this meeting, friends. Hello, Akatsuki.
He was always had to sneak in.
That is all for today's meeting. You're free to
And here I tied in that they always talked. This is like the second time. Like Dan talked about how he destroyed the toilet seat, and I think Leader talked about how he destroyed the TV. Or I don't know. This is like a flashback to how it actually happened. And poor Toby got the bad end for this. Itachi always hitting walls. Notice here how it's a bathroom for humans, plants, and fish. Because that's what we have in Akatsuki, right?
Oh no, gee whiz!
Gee whiz.
I hear
Voices in my head.
Uh-oh, oops.
No, it sounds like it's coming out of the toilet.
Because obviously the toilet seat cannot speak.
Okay, your Sharingan. An intruder breaking in through the sewer.
Spiky hair.
It's the Kyubi kid. Katon, drop a flame to jutsu.
Yeah, it's a good thing that I chose to draw the crap of flame no jutsu outside of the scene, right? Hidden behind the wall. So you can only imagine whatever goes on behind the scenes here. From the noises and the lighting. So everything is plotted. So another joke. So episode 10 is great. There's like jokes coming at you all the time. So there's like this Jaws joke in here because Kisame is like, you know, he's yeah. Hey, Leo Raviel, whoever that guy is. Hey, Omni, how are you? I'm good. How about yourself? This guy is a childhood friend. Leo, manishma, makore. This guy, he's with me from first grade, ever since I was like freaking 6. So yeah. Since I got a uniform now. Oh, Toby, I'm gonna be late.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be late.
So he's trying to get to his hideout. This is also pretty good animation, actually. One of the best. Sound effects are what makes this animation so good, I think.
Wow, I gotta do it
Again,
again.
yeah. Right.
Wait a sec.
So he forgot where he was running, blah blah blah. How far away from the mic were you when you were yelling as the leader? Yeah, I actually, like, the mic was next to my computer and I had to walk out of the room and scream. Yeah, I was basically in a hallway. Yeah, I love Fun with Akatsuki, probably the best series ever. Oh, for sure. Who cares about Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad? Fun with Akatsuki, it's the best one for sure, by far. So this is the first time we actually break the fourth wall with the Naruto universe, because here they are watching Shippuden, right? This is when Shippuden just went out, and they're watching like the big reunion of Sasuke and Naruto.
Shouldn't we go to the meeting?
It was pretty funny because like it doesn't make any sense.
Saying I've waited for part 2 forever.
Yeah, they waited for part 2 forever. Yeah, it took a while, right? With the fillers.
Come down and in it just TV. Sasuke!
And Itachi's getting freaked out because he
Have you forgotten the last TV? Must I remind you how much money did that? Money? What money? I took no money whatsoever. I swear I didn't.
Was Kakuzu sitting here all the time? That explains the
Oh yeah, so Itachi, while he cannot really see well, he can hear everything.
What? Oh no, I'm late for the meeting.
This guy's still here.
Blind
Yes.
idiot too. Now go left. Left I say. Not your left, my
Naked,
left, over here.
corpse.
Oh god, what's the use? The ears are on the head. God damn it all.
That's also a good part. I like that. This is actually a good drawing. Still has the Harry Potter scar.
Them being late like that just proves my point.
Deidara is actually here on
No,
time.
I've made in time. What do you want? A cookie?
So the cookie part, actually next episode when he does the whole Chunin exam briefing, they actually have cookies there on on a table or something. I kind of tied into that.
Crispy made here before you did,
Crispy made
Dara.
it. So Crispy was probably left there.
Not fair. You thought you left him from the last. I don't give a Cubie's ass.
Another trademark line from Leader.
Finally, you all,
Could you lend me that bucket?
I kill you.
So Leader sees all this mess, but by now he's already used to them like screwing around all the time. So he's like, yeah, let's just get it over with.
Yes. As I was saying, I find your lack of discipline very disturbing. Not to mention the fact that you all have deserted your villages at a very young age, putting you in a state of...
So this is like a big build-up that I was planning on for the entire like new season, because I thought, well, it'll be a good idea to like send all the Akatsuki guys to Konoha to have the tuning exam, because the tuning exam is a big staple of this show, and I thought it would be funny to put them through the written exam and put them through, you know, the forest part and then fight each other. I can make tons of jokes there, and I've put in like the fact that Naruto and Sasuke they still didn't do their exam, so I kind of wanted to put them as characters in my show as well. So that's the big build up, and I'm still eventually when I'll put out those episodes, if I do, I will do that. I will do the tuning exam part as well.
Way stronger. You can't ignore the annoyingly disgusting fact that you are all just mirroring it in. So I took the liberty of signing you all up for the next tuning exam.
So tuning exams. I know that probably most of them are not like Genin level, but I just invented you know, they're criminals, so they got demoted to Genin or whatever. So they're not listening to him at all.
Listen, you bastards! The three-man teams are as follows: Akatsuki, and Zetsu. Crispy has to be with Itachi, and, well, Dara. I seem to be short on one member, though.
No, it's okay, I'm here.
That's a good part, too, because this guy was never in any, like, episode, right? Of Akatsuki. Oh, no, that's not the joke. Sasori was dead for a while now, because Zetsu and Tobi ate him, right? In the first like episode, they came to eat his corpse. So I'm like, okay, I'm missing a member. Screw it, I'll just put in Sasori. I'll revive him. And then I started thinking, what kind of like how will I like put it into the plot that Sasori is alive?
Have you beaten death?
Tensei
How?
ninjutsu.
Was it Tensei ninjutsu?
Nah, it was just some kind of lame plot ninjutsu.
The plot ninjutsu is performed by me. Like I wanted to put him in the show. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just put him in. That's it.
You're with Tobi and Heidan. Dismissed. To
So I already thought about many jokes. That's why I like put them in those particular teams. To Konoha.
Off you go then, Sasuke-kun, to Konoha. Hurry up now, don't be late. Shut up. You're ruining the
Sasuke
cliffhanger.
is disrespectful.
I would have killed him on the spot if you weren't so hot.
Okay.
And Naruto is not really listening. He's hungry, I guess.
Sorry, what was that? I had ramen on my mind.
And there's this nice song here. This is actually from Lord of the Dance. Yeah, this is Warriors from Lord of the Dance. But this was never really flagged as copyright infringement. I guess they're not really checking YouTube for that stuff. I don't know. So there's a lot of like colorful images in here, whatever. Okay, this is where it kind of stopped for a while, and I did like another episode of them actually starting the tuning exams. They were starting the written exam, but I didn't really like that episode. It wasn't really paced well. It was pretty shitty, so I didn't like that. So I kind of canceled it. I removed it, and I think it's still in my channel, but it's kind of like a canceled episode. It's not really Final Akatsuki canon, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, after this was 2007, and in 2010, 3 years, you see the gaps are actually expanding. In 2010, 8 years ago, less than 8 years ago, Final Akatsuki 02 came out. So this was a big deal. Like the previous one, while it was a big step up, I don't think it was in HD, right? It was 240p. So this guy, Final Akatsuki X2 on Briefing, was still done not with Flash. It was still Paint. But it was way higher in production value because I added some like gradient colorings that I used Photoshop for, and it was in high definition. I had a better sound. I had better. This is when YouTube started putting HD videos. I'm like, awesome! I'll make Final Akatsuki with HD. right? So this is Akatsuki 02 Unbrief Briefing. It's kind of going. It's a direct continuation of Never Too Late. So this is the briefing for the tuning exam, basically, before they head out. So here I actually collaborate with Eddie Rath, who did, I think he still does. He does rap songs, and they're all Naruto related. This guy is really cool, and I really like his content. And he was also like, he really liked mine. And I hit him up and I said, hey, can I use one of your songs? Can I use the Akatsuki song as like a intro song? He said, yeah, sure. And it was really cool that I could use that, and it sounded well and kind of helped both of us out, I guess. And if you're out there, Eddie Rath, we can still collaborate on anything if you want, for sure. So yeah, that sounds good. A nice intro. OmniStrife presents. Very, very dramatic. OmniStrife is live now. Holy fuck! I thought he was dead. Oh, that was pretty. Yeah, you can tell. It looks way better in HD. Is that like 720p? Yeah, it's not full HD, but it looks good. Yeah. Music by Eddie Rath. I can like link you to Eddie's channel. Go check him out if he's still out there. Story art voices by this dead dude. OmniStrife. Yeah. So I remember I actually put out this part. Like, people are already losing all hope for any new Fun Akatsuki, and then I put just this part of Leader killing his alarm clock out like 2 days before releasing, and the episode was pretty much done. So I said, all right, let me like put out this another trailer to hype it up. And people were like, oh no, we don't believe you. It'll take you like 3 more years or more. I don't know. It'll never happen. And in this in this trailer, I thought, okay, Fun Akatsuki will be out in like 2 days, and people were like, no way, man. And it was out, so it was pretty cool. So yeah, this was this part. So it's still very rough. It's still MS Paint, but it's in HD. Oh, this is loud. Yeah, remember this fad when people are like, oh, thumbs up for whatever, thumbs up for the thingamabob, thumbs up for my pizza review or whatever. So this is what's part of it, a trend in YouTube. Thumbs up for alarm clock genocide. Yeah, very fun. This is a pretty good animation, actually. All right, the big introduction, very nice with the bass line from Eddie's song, which we can hear later in the credits. Today, training exam briefing, free cookies. Woo! Wait. What's that? Kakuzu's used and useless. Cheapest prices from the cheapest bastard. Oh, just like a bulletin board, I guess. Bulletin wall. Here are the cookies. Hello Kitty Watch. Yeah. So notice there are some weird things here. This is the first time that I decided, all right, let's flesh out Crispy's character a little bit. People really like him, so this is just this dead, burned to a crisp bunny, or is he? Just a second there. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm in midstream still.
Yeah, I know, sorry.
Yeah, something urgent?
Yes, do you want me to get your wallet? Like I found a new one, a flat one?
Sure.
Yeah, it's really small. It doesn't have like space for change, but it has cards and
I don't know, whatever you think. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah. So, was the missus? Yeah, so, yeah, we were talking about fleshing out Crispy's character. So I thought, well, he's just this, he's a fan favorite, but he's like a burnt dead bunny. But what if he isn't? What if he has something hidden or a little scary about him, something eerie, something... What if we don't really know everything we think we do about this character? What if he has some hidden powers or agenda or something like that? So I can add like a sort of a mythos, like a mythology about Crispy. So when Leader comes in, he sees that Crispy is already there, but Leader is always used to seeing Crispy and coming first to meetings because he just assumes all the time that just Itachi leaves him there, right? He forgets about him. Or does he? So in here, not only is he first to the meeting, he has some cookie crumblings around his mouth. So Leader gets freaked out. He sees that there are no cookies in here, and he's like, "What?" And actually, there's like this. I don't know if it's clear enough, but there's this effect in here that not only was he shocked, he was also like kind of absorbed into this genjutsu of some sort. He's kind of paralyzed or for some reason, and he never really snaps out of it until the moment that the rest of the gang shows up. So we have the rest of the gang in here. A little bit of continuity. I decided to go, instead of going with the gag that Hidan dies every episode in some way, I decided to use him as a head. Because it's kind of funny and it's easier to draw. And obviously the same gang, we have Kakuzu in here, we have Sasori who was resurrected. Still no Konan in here, but I think she shows up in this episode. And we have Itachi, who's obviously facing a wrong direction as usual.
Hey guys, what the hell do you think?
And they're trying to figure out
I mean, we were a bit late.
why
but
Leader
still,
is so
he's
petrified.
Who is?
Leader is. He's like this since we all got here. I wonder who did it to him. I mean, he was all here by himself. Of course, excluding Crispy was here first because you left him here obviously.
The nice thing about
again.
The nice thing about having HD episodes, obviously you see a lot more content, but it also allowed me to put more text into speech bubbles, right? Because now you can read even smaller text, and it allowed me to actually make longer dialogue.
I didn't leave him here.
Notice how Itachi is not oblivious at all, even though he looks like he doesn't know anything. Like, I didn't leave him here. He just came here alone, and it seems like Itachi knows about Crispy's powers or him not being really dead, but everybody else doesn't know that, so they're kind of freaked out.
It's probably just Crispy's petrification jutsu.
Petrification jutsu.
Crispy, undo the jutsu.
And it seems like Crispy even like listens to Itachi, so he undoes that jutsu.
Finally.
And Leader's not aware at all.
We can start
He's
the pre-training
oblivious.
exam briefing. Now, who can tell me what is the first thing we must take care of? We must kill Crispy.
Deidara doesn't like that at all.
He was already dead, says the severed head. Hey, you can't judge me. At least I wasn't revived by OmniStrife with some lame plot jutsu. It was all just a bad call by Omni after you begged him to include you in the new season. Funny of you to mention the word season, Hidan. Remind me, where were
Yeah, he
you
wasn't
during
there
the
either,
season?
so...
What the hell?
And
are you
Leader,
all
he doesn't
talking-
know that. Like, it looks like other members, they kind of know about the fact that they're in the show, kind of like Deadpool is. But Leader, he has no clue. He's like, what are you talking about?
About? Does anyone have anything relevant to say before we begin?
Nah.
Yes, Toby, what is it?
Leader, how come your tongue is red?
What? God, I don't know.
If you think about it, Crispy saved him from being chewed out by Leader. Well, that's true. Maybe Crispy is a good guy. Notice how his spit and his, like, sweat is transparent, still gray, but the eyes are still red. I know they're not really red, but I decided to just go with it. And the tongue is red. And this is a funny point, because this is what Toby is pointing out. I always colored his tongue in red color because it looked better. It's funny. It's nice. So it's another like breaking of the fourth wall because he's like entirely grayed out, right? He's a hologram. I still haven't officially shown. Showed pain in the show, right? Because we used to like this Leader hologram, but pain was already revealed. And I don't know yet what I should do. Should I keep Leader as this Leader hologram? But I'll probably introduce Pain in some way. And he's like,
Before we begin.
how come your tongue is red? Which is kind of funny.
Yes, Toby, what is it?
Leader, how come your tongue is red?
What? God, I don't know. I clearly stated in the update due to contrast everywhere but the eyes.
In the
Even
app.
my spit is black and white.
What? I'm
So he has
sorry,
an
but
app
I
for
mean,
the
it doesn't
hologram.
matter to me. Sheesh, I'm trying to start a damn breathing here. Conan.
Oh,
Hit the
so,
lights.
yeah. Cool, man. So, it's Hidan.
I hate you guys!
Hidan is the asshole. Oh, look at the effects though. This was done in Photoshop. This is really pretty. What do I say in that muffled part exactly? Which one? Where he like...
You guys! Conan!
This one? Gosh, I don't know. I clearly stated in the app to reduce the contrast everywhere but the eyes. Even my spit is black and white.
What? I'm sorry, but
I mean, it doesn't matter to me! Sheesh, I'm trying to start a damn breathing here! Conan! Hit the lights.
Yeah.
Ha! I hate you guys!
Pre-tuning exams.
Okay,
brief.
can everybody see? Everybody other than retarded Itachi!
Oh, the R word. Oh my goodness.
Alright,
Transportation, stealth, disguises. I think at this point I shouldn't have like probably drawn the text. I should have like typed it out. It would have looked more like a slideshow. I don't know.
all know the tuning exams are held this year in Konoha. Before you head out, we need to make a few problems clear. How we get there is obviously our first concern.
Oh.
As you can see for yourselves, excluding Itachi.
It was at the time that they had this like age of whatever you call that a volcano erupt. So I always like put in like recent stuff as well as a joke, like pop references, world events. It's pretty. I do basically whatever I want. Put the jokes in here, so people like it, I guess.
Guarded from all sides. First of all, we cannot travel there by air because they use the summoning jutsu.
Summoning jutsu. Bless you.
Yes, thank
Pretty
you,
good.
Itachi. Well, whatever the hell it's called, the cloud blocks our path from above. Also,
Maybe
we
because
can't-
I'm like getting older myself. I find some of the jokes in the later episodes a little bit more funnier, like a little funnier than the first ones. I don't know. They have their charm, obviously. A lot of nostalgia no jutsu, I guess. BP no jutsu, another like catastrophe that happened at the time.
by boat because of the black
Like
puddle
British
or
Petroleum
BP no
oil
jutsu.
leak.
And you probably still remember what happened the last time. Some of you were lovesick, homesick, seasick, dry sick, and of course the occasional head diving into a pool.
Good art.
It is drained sick.
By Akatsuki
So I'll
standards.
conclude this briefing like this.
So we
cannot
take
go
car.
by air nor by sea, so we'll drive to Konoha. Also, it seemed the obvious choice since Kakuzu explained to me how much more cheap it would be for us to travel by an automobile. Lights on.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoy this stream. It's fun. It's fun for me to reveal some of the stuff that was happening, like behind the scenes. And don't worry, if some of you guys like joined really late into the stream, I'll upload this entire thing as an archive later to YouTube. So don't you worry about that. And it'll also be like archived on Twitch, I think, if any of you guys are watching on Twitch. So yeah.
Why don't they put the lights back on?
The leader could disintegrate Avenger style, only this time it's just a gray out disintegrating. Pain is left behind in color and naked. Come on, Joe Lomprex, you're just trying to bait me into drawing Pain naked, right? But it's a good idea.
Yeah, blind fool.
I'm not blind.
Observingly challenged.
Shut up, will ya? Anyway, the deal is that we are driving to Konoha, and the only way is taking our
Akatsuki van.
Not the van.
Not the van.
What did you do to the van, Toby?
Well, I'm a good boy, and I thought that our van is
Too bland.
too bland for such a cool organization like
Toby is
ours.
all about
So
being cool. The cool villain.
I was a good boy, and I made some artistic modifications to it.
That's the thing about Toby. He's driven by passion. He knows what he did was wrong. He knows he'll get like destroyed for it, but he still does it. It's stronger than him.
Toby, you idiot!
I made it as loud as I can. The alarm sounds. Notice the small like Akatsuki X03, like the next episode. It's already written in there. It's just like a clue into what the second, the next episode will be about. Their ride to Konoha.
Supposed to sneak into Konoha and that? You may as well ride on the front. We're here to kill you all and destroy your village.
Well, actually, that was my next.
I don't give a Cubi's ass.
The writing on the back, like the Akatsuki wagon, it's like a Easter egg about the kitty wagon, should I call it, to censor it. It's like a, if you watched Kill Bill, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna tell it to you.
Leader, don't worry. I learned a camouflage technique from a
Camouflage
master once. We could hide it.
It's another breaking of the fourth wall. Like, remember my episode about like being in the army and hiding under a towel and becoming a rock? So this is part of it.
The van now is a rock. All that achieved with a mere towel. Amazing, huh? Wow.
So it actually does look like a rock, right? You can't see a van under that at all. So yeah, that was my idea. Like, the next episode, X03, will be about their ride to Konoha, which is about, I don't know, 70% done. And the one after that will be him and Conan staying behind and doing another auditions episode. So that'll be cool. I mean, everybody likes auditions, right? That's why it's trademark. Trademark.
Come on, Itachi. Why the hell should you ride shotgun, hmm? You are blind and can't even enjoy the damn scenery, hmm? I can still imagine the scenery, Deidara. Are you freaking kidding me, Deidara? I'm here, hanged by a string tied to my hair, dangling from the rear view mirror with a carcass that is occasionally licking my head, and you're fucking complaining!
Oh, this wasn't bleeped!
Technically speaking, Hidan, you're a carcass yourself. Itachi, I'll buy your seat.
I'll buy your
Look at it this way, Hidan. At least your seat is not as bad as Toby's.
Where is
Toby
that
got
fool?
punished.
The leader decided to teach him a lesson.
That's how Toby rides.
Guys, anyone? Pump up the volume, Kisame. Let's go.
So he puts in some the troll a little.
That song, you idiot!
That was also pretty popular that time. This is the, you see, that's like, that was pretty cool, I guess. It's like their license plate on the vans that gets darkened out, and Akatsuki X03 coming soon. Soon, TM, right? Evolve time.
Once upon a time, across the
And that's music by Eddie Raff.
organization, you see them. They follow one chief on a mission to capture the nine-tailed beast, the master. Not like Splinter.
It's a really cool song. So, yeah. This is where we are right now in the timeline. This is Akatsuki 02, that's the latest one. But another project that I really want to get out of the way, like work on it, is the Akatsuki HD remasters. Because I've learned how to do Flash. And I hope you guys watched that thing, right? So I was able to... No, this is very loud. So wait. This was out in 2014. Wait, I think... yeah. This was out in 2014. So that's the most recent Akatsuki related episode. So I just want to remake them in HD, glorious HD, and put in some more ideas. It kind of ties into that, like, Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, we have a bunch of nostalgia for that show, obviously, Final Akatsuki, but it's kind of showing its time, and we can revisit it. And while it's not a replacement for the originals, but it's kind of like a nice way to revisit it, to revisit our childhood, right? And for myself as well, as a creator of these episodes, it's really fun. So we'll probably do that as well. Yeah, the OmniStrife in the flesh. So, yeah, this one came out in 2014. It has almost 30,000 views. A lot of different, like, stuff that I added. Like, now with Flash, I can actually move characters. I can move the background, so I can actually create a background. I can use gradients. Notice the cool shading in here. The lines are cleaner. And I'm not planning to do those god-awful speech bubbles with Comic Sans fonts, because they obscure so much of the screen and they look horrible. And right now I can actually use subtitles, and I can color them in different shades that tie into the different characters' colors. And notice how Toby's mask in here is already fixed. So a bunch of errors will be fixed. Again, it's not meant to like come instead of Fun Akatsuki. It's kind of like an evolution of sorts.
Zetsu-san,
The font is much nicer too.
It's not that easy. Oh, but I found a ring I found. Well, Toby is a good boy.
Okay, I guess we'll
And obviously, like, Zetsu has, like, 2 personas in him, so I can, like, make a white regular voice to the white side, and to the dark one, I do, like, different colored voices, and I can add, like, effects to it, so it sounds a little bit more different. Now, not that, like, Toby has this voice, and Itachi has this voice, and everybody else has this voice, so it's kind of weird, right? Because, like, 3-4 characters have the same voice? Not really, so I kind of can modulate and do, like, added effects and all that.
leader.
I can go ask the leader. I can't really talk that deep, but with Audacity or something, I can add, like, echo, I can add, like, a lower pitch and all that. Meanwhile, the Akatsuki hideout. So there are still transitions. I've added some effects. So this is still kind of drawn in the same vein of the original Akatsuki hideout, which was like shown in You Like Penis in the other episode. So, but it has like some nice details added. Hideout ahead, like even if it's not obvious enough, that's like it's stupid, right? Because it's like an oxymoron. It's a hideout, but they advertise with this huge casino-esque sign. They even have like a road sign leading to there. So it's kind of funny, I guess. Oh my goodness, look at those HD effects. I actually have like a focus change here. I have like this torch in here and it's out of focus, like depth of field. Look how pretty it is. And remember this scene? We had the Akatsuki giant in here, and we have like a weird, unrelated person. So right now we're gonna have like real characters in here. So I actually have Kakuzu, and I have Hidan in here, and I have Conan, and the leader actually has his correct eye color. Like he has the Rinnegan, and he is like actually transparent, so it's much cooler. But other than that, it kind of follows the same thing, right? Yeah, Lil March, OmniStrife, I've missed you. Are you gonna make more animations? Yeah, I actually am planning to. Not only will I make animations, I will also stream myself making those animations, so the wait won't be as painful as it was for you for so long. So you'll be way more involved this time, and you'll be able to talk with me as I do them. I can walk you through the process, like what my ideas are, and maybe recommend like a direction in which I should go. And this stream, if you just joined in, I've already said it a bunch of times, I'm gonna upload all that archive to YouTube and Twitch, so you can watch it. What we did here was basically we went over the entire Fun Akatsuki timeline, and I went over the episode. So whoever is here watching right from the start, thank you guys. You are really cool, and I really appreciate you still coming here and watching. And it was really fun, like this journey to our childhoods, right? Yeah. So this episode feels simultaneous so long ago and more recent than I remember. Yeah, because of the remake was published in 2014, but the original was published in 2006.
Then she says we don't sell nail polishing.
So obviously this voice was also kind of modulated in Audacity. I was able to make a deeper voice. So yeah, I can make a bigger variety of voices. The art is much better because the good thing about Flash is you can create your character and then you can move it. You don't have to redraw him every time again and again. So it's easier to add more details. So while I'm really bad with Flash right now, I think the product for the first episode came out really pretty, like at least in my opinion. So I'll only get better from here. Are you gonna make all HD episodes from season 1? Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna remake all of them in that same vein.
That's outrageous.
Hooligans.
I would have killed them all for sure.
Hey,
So while they will follow the same plot line, I will make some adjustments like I did here, with new jokes sometimes, with some jokes about the previous episodes, or like adding Hidan, Kakuzu, and Conan or Sasori, which were never part of the old episodes because they weren't revealed yet. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I enjoyed it too.
No more self-pleasure with those mouths on your hands.
What's so funny?
The funny that the more things change with all these effects and all that, I still had to do that stupid like voice. I had to record myself laughing in 5 different voices and put them all together again. Oh, and about Conan, that's right. I remember at the time that I started to collect voices for the Conan, because as much as I can like do good voices for the male characters, I'll still have to find a voice actress for Conan. So I'll probably redo those auditions. I've got so many replies at the time, but that was the time where I couldn't really commit as much as I wanted to the channel. So it was right when I stopped like creating content because of the military and university and whatnot. So we'll get back to it, and I'll probably write some more dialogue for Conan as well, because I want to get her involved in new episodes and HD remix as well. So we'll find our Conan voice eventually as well.
Did you fall down or something, Kisame?
Leader, it's us.
Toby here wants to join us.
Okay, well, what skills and attributes do you possess?
He's a good boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've told me that already. I want him to tell me. Now.
Well, what I possess is, I possess these. Let me just put them
Oh,
on.
it's nice. You can
These
actually
are my
have...
possession.
Also, another thing you can have in Paint, you can have, like, transparent colors, for example. No, like, Leader is transparent and the goggles. It's really nice.
These look somewhat familiar. Wait. Well, not really. They don't ring a bell, actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, this joke used to be a lot funnier 8 years ago when people used to think I was
Exactly.
a dwarf or
Like,
something.
this is a good example of what you can expect in the remakes. I can, like, add more, like, jokes about the original episodes themselves.
Just roll the credits already.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's about it. Toby is a very good boy, that's true. So I will probably do that. I'll do HD remakes, and like I did in here, I'll probably upload every time I create like an HD remaster. Where did I do that? I'll probably upload this thing as well, so you can see how things
Zetsu-san, please let me join Akatsuki.
how things changed compared to the
More self-pleasure.
old show on the right, and you can see the HD remaster on the left. So again, we're almost done here for this stream. It was really fun for me. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for being a part of it. Yeah, so a little more updates. I bought a new computer. I'm gonna put more time into it. I'll be way more connected with you, and some of the people here might attest to that. I already have like a Discord server where I can talk to you almost throughout the entire day. So I'll be there daily, so you can talk to me via Discord. And I have a Twitch now, so you're obviously watching right now on Twitch or on YouTube, so we'll play some games as well. I play a lot of Overwatch occasionally, so you can watch that. I can play with you guys Overwatch. If some of you are playing, we can have like a shared stream play time or something like that. We'll have obviously like content where I'm drawing stuff as well, fun Akatsuki. And I have a Patreon now. I'm not going to be begging you for money right now, because I don't want to be that guy, but I already have some Patreons, and it's really cool. It's really humbling. So if you want to, you don't have to check it out as well. There will be some rewards for Patreons, and they're all written there. You can get like art from me, and we can have like exclusive content. Everything is just like starting up again, so I'll have to see where that thing leads us. So the links are for Facebook and for Twitch, Patreon. They're all will be down in the details part of the video, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. It was awesome as hell to stream this. It's still a little bit embarrassing for me because I'm not used to streaming that much. It's probably my second official stream. And I hope it was fun for you guys as much as it was for me, like to take that ride down memory lane. So I'll see you guys around. OmniStrife out. Alrighty, bye bye.